Hey, good morning. This is Mathia Ford with Wildcat Brand Management, and today I want to talk about the answer to the question, when you're selling on Amazon, do I have to pay for shipping? Because many of you may be experienced with Prime. You're like, well, Prime has free shipping, so do I have to pay for shipping as a seller on Amazon? And the answer is it depends. So there's several different kinds of fees that are on Amazon. And you may look at a sales price on Amazon. Maybe you sell to third-party sellers and they sell for higher than the MSRP, and you're thinking that they're making bank. They're really getting some money, you know. But the truth is that there are some fees that can amount to 30 to 50% of the cost for selling on Amazon that you may not be aware of. So I want to explain those to you. So there's some different kind of fees. On Amazon, you have some seller fees that are charged when you sell something that can be between 5 to 20%. They're called based on the item category and the sales amount. And they're usually averaging about 15% though of the sale price. So that's the first kind of fee that you have to pay for when you sell on Amazon, whether you ship it yourself or you have them ship it. And then you also have the choice for an individual seller account or a professional seller account. So I've explained this before in one of my videos, but what I want to tell you is with an individual seller account, you have some limitations, and you also pay 99 cents more each item that you sell. Now that makes it free to sell on Amazon, and when you're just getting started, you may see that as an opportunity to kind of save a little bit of money. But each item you sell, you pay $1. And then obviously once you sell 40, they have a professional seller account that gives you more options. You can apply to sell in more categories. You can upload your item descriptions. So there's some different things that you can do. You get a lot more reporting with the professional seller account. And if you sell more than 40 items per month, at that point it's worth it, because it's $39.99 for the for the professional seller account, and then it's obviously at 40 items in the individual account, you've paid almost $40. So that's if you plan on selling more than 40 items a month, which you probably do, you probably want to go with the professional seller account. It's also if you want to connect to third-party software like Sellbrite or Inventory Lab to help you manage your inventory, then you will need the access to the professional seller account. So you may need it from the very beginning, especially if you're doing multi-channel selling. So, but I told you today I was going to answer the question of, do you have to pay for shipping when you sell on Amazon? So, there's two different scenarios. So in the first scenario, you're shipping the item from your warehouse to your customer. In that case, yes, you are paying to ship from your warehouse to the customer. So the customer purchases the item, you get the order, you pick it, you pack it, you print the packing slip, all that stuff. You have the labor to do that, and you also have to ship it out and pay for whatever the shipping charge. Now, your price for shipping at your office, if you use a program like Stamps.com or ShipStation to sell, you may get the commercial rates, and those are, those do have a little bit of a discount. So you may have a little bit cheaper than if you went into the post office and just went through and paid the retail rate. So you can get a little bit cheaper, but in that case, you are paying for shipping. There is a way to charge customers shipping on Amazon. So you can go in and you could create different shipping profiles that allow you to charge the customer depending on what it is. So if you want to charge your customer, if you have a really large item and they're kind of heavy, you want to be able to ship, charge a little bit more for that. Or if you have something that's light and you want to be able to charge just a little bit, you could do that. You could also do the free shipping thing, but then you need to kind of add that into your cost on Amazon, your price on Amazon, so that you're recouping a little bit of that. So if you have a light item, you may see it's easy, it's going to cost you about $2 to $3 to ship, and you can add another, couple dollars to your price, and then you'll be able to cover that with free shipping. Now, You also have the ability in there to change the different regions to charge a little bit differently, but you have to have at least one shipping profile that's the same price to the whole country. But you do not have to do free shipping, but I can tell you that people love free shipping. So in the second scenario, number 2, so that was merchant fulfilled, FBM, fulfilled by merchant, where you are shipping the items from your warehouse. The second scenario, you ship the items into an Amazon warehouse, and that's called FBA, Fulfillment by Amazon. And there's a lot of benefits to FBA. You get your items in Prime, and customers love Prime. People who have Prime are going to look for that first. Even if they have to pay another couple dollars, they're not going to have to worry about whether or not you're going to ship it out on time. So people love, Prime has a great advantage for that. And then number 2, you don't have to worry about shipping individual items. If you are a warehouse and you don't want to worry about, doing individual labels, getting everything packed and shipped and picking and packing, what you're doing with Fulfillment by Amazon is you're sending in a bulk amount into the Amazon warehouse. So the answer in this case is, it doesn't cost you when Amazon ships the item to the customer. You pay the pick and pack fees, you pay the storage fees, you pay those item sales fees, the commissions, but you do not pay a shipping charge. Now, all of those other fees can add up to probably close to as much as it might have cost you if you shipped it yourself. If you have an item that you sell for $15, it costs you $5. It may cost you another $5 in shipping fees and other pick and pack fees. In pick and pack fees. Then it may cost you another couple dollars to ship it. In that case, you only made $3. With Amazon, you may be able to sell it at $16 or $17 with Prime and be able to, then you have maybe an extra $1 in fees, but you're actually still making your full 100% ROI, which is the $5. So with FBA, you're packing it all together at once. So if you want to ship in 50 of the items, you're going to get a box and you're going to ship in 50 all at once. So you're going to label them, you're going to ship them together one time, and then Amazon's going to be responsible for shipping the individual items. But you are going to need to do that, obviously, to ship it in. Now, if Amazon can split those up. They tend to split up smaller shipments. I seem to find that if I ship over 18, that they kind of go to the same warehouse. They go to a distribution warehouse, and then the distribution warehouse then distributes them. That doesn't cost me anymore. So I'm in Oklahoma. I might ship to the FBA warehouse in Fort Worth, and then it's distributed from there to all the rest of the country. So then Amazon takes another 1 to 2 weeks to ship it, to get it to those other places before it's available for the customer. So that's a logistics issue. You need to make sure that you're keeping your items in the pipeline with the knowledge of that 1 to 2 weeks of additional kind of distribution time. You didn't have to pay for that shipment, so I paid to ship it to Fort Worth, which cost me a lot less. I didn't have to ship it to Phoenix and to New Jersey, but Amazon is going to ship it to Phoenix and New Jersey, which then adds a little bit of time. So it doesn't cost you money, but it costs you a little more time. So the answer is, if you ship it yourself, you pay for shipping to the customer. You may be able to charge the customer for shipping. And then the second scenario is Fulfillment by Amazon. You pay additional pick and pack and storage fees, but you do not pay actual shipping. Now, Amazon can ship fairly cheap. They get really great rates from the U.S. Postal Service. And when you're shipping FBA to the warehouse, you are getting their really inexpensive UPS rates. So it is going to cost you like $10 for a 20-pound box, which never happens with UPS. So you're getting their really inexpensive rates, so it may cost you even less to ship it to the warehouse. And then if you ship it on a pallet, it can cost you pennies on the pound. So a lot of times I usually think of 50 cents to $1 per item, depending on how much it weighs. It's going to cost me to ship it to Amazon. If I'm able to ship it on a pallet, then that's even cheaper. It can be like pennies to the pound. I ship 600 to 1,000 pounds for $65 to $75 to the Fort Worth warehouse. So that can be really inexpensive. So your costs actually, you may find it strange to believe, but your cost with FBA can sometimes be equal to your cost when you're shipping it, because you have to worry about picking and packing and shipping it all together, and you don't have to worry about that. The other benefit to FBA is that your items are available 24/7, 365. So you're able to ship your items in, and then you don't have to worry about if you're closed on Saturday or Sunday or getting a bunch to ship on Monday, because they're going to ship them all for you. So it's a benefit, and if you're a small organization, that you can ship it all at once into Amazon, and then they ship it for you. Of course, most sellers love the FBA program. I personally do a decent amount of fulfilled by merchant, just because people can, if you have under $25 items, people like to be able to buy it and not have to pay for shipping on Amazon if they don't have Prime. So there are always those opportunities. I also have a lot of onesie, twosie items, so I don't always ship those into Amazon. I sell a lot of clothing and accessories. So just be aware that there's a place for both of them. But I wanted to answer your question today about do I have to pay for shipping on Amazon? Because the answer is it varies, and it just depends kind of the scenario. So I wanted to make sure that I got that out to you and let you know that at Wildcat Brand Management, we help you with your Amazon account regardless of how you sell. So we can help you if you want to do FBM. We can help you if you want to do FBA. We can help you if you don't even want to ship and sell, but we can help you work with your partners, your third-party sellers, to make sure that your brand is consistent across the whole platform to help you with your brand. So Amazon is a huge e-commerce platform, and it can be really hard for brands to break through the noise. At Wildcat Brand Management, we manage your account from A to Z so that you can get back to making more money, you can make more profit, and you can manage your business. Thanks for listening today. Talk soon.